So what's going on here?
Right.
Now, I know other cats from Haiti that are involved in the culture, and there's some funny stories that I hear, fly on the wall about, the backstories, the families of some of my people and their responses and reactions when their sons or daughters got involved with hip hop. So I wanted to know if you could speak to that somewhat about, what was the reaction from your particular family when you said, this is what I do, I'm rhyming, and hip hop is who I am.
Pretty much you're a gangster.
Right.
And because they didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Most of these cats that was rapping around the era that they saw, had the big old baggy jeans and the fitted hats and all that. And, you know what I'm saying? And they B-boy stance.
Yeah.
They don't understand they're like, what's going on?
Right.
But, as time went by and when they see that I wasn't gonna let it go, they had to accept it.
Right.
And they became to more to understand or get more of a background of the whole music aspect of hip hop itself. And they couldn't see the vision. Because to them it wasn't music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Music to them was with instruments and different things. You know what I'm saying? Traditional Caribbean music, the folklore music and everything. So when you hear the boom boom tap, they're like, what are you gonna do with that?
Right.
How you gonna dance to it?
Yeah, what is going on with this, man?
Right. So I was kind of like the black sheep. I was the black sheep for a long time.
Right.
But now they all on my corner now.
That's what it is.
Cause I'm not stopping.
Right.
So they have no choice.
You know what's interesting too? You're sharing that story, and to be honest with you, stateside, a lot of us went through the same thing. I can tell you, being a young person and expressing interest in hip hop and wanting to go to the park jams. And I've been around for a while, people. Y'all know this is the coach, baby. Straight out the BF. Y'all know I was there when it happened. Right. So, it's the same type of thing. As a young person, I don't. It grabbed a lot of us. We were at impressionable ages. The ones. You're in that maybe 38, like late 30s to like mid to early 40s. That group of us right there, we were young, we were like elementary school age to junior high school age in the early 80s, and that shit grabbed us for real. And a lot of our family, I could even, like you said, same thing you were going through in your household. It's interesting, it's the same thing I was going through in mine. My mother, grandmother, uncles, people around me, they couldn't understand hip hop. They didn't know what was going on. They came from a very iconic era in the 60s and 70s of iconic vocalists, beautiful voices of the Isleys and falsettos like Smokey Robinson and Diana Ross, and then when we came around with hip hop, that was like my mother used to say that's bibbity bop music. Like she could not understand what was going on. What are y'all talking about? And why are you on the floor spinning around? Like none of this
might break your neck.
Yeah, none of this makes. This is not how any of this works. None of this makes sense. So it's just interesting. I mean, maybe it really goes to show how connected we are in culture. So even though separated by what you would call nationality, one nation and another nation, somewhat culture, right? Because you would think the cultures would be so different, and then this is where you start to see the common threads. You know what I mean? Because right here in the Bronx, my family's reacting, and a lot of other of our families are reacting the same way your family's reacting when they see you getting involved with hip hop. And then, like you said, it gets to that point where your family has to take it or leave it.
Yeah, and they really had no choice, and and it's just the game itself. It just came a long way. Their understanding of the music and the vision, they understand more the vision now. Instead of just spin on your head on a piece of cardboard. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild. It's a good ride. I'm glad they have came, and I educate my son the same way. He's able to have a grasp to it, and we won't go through the same mishaps our parents put us through.
And we're not mad at the parents, man. Shout out to the parents. They always had our interest at heart. You know what I mean? And they wanted us to do and be. And then you think about it back then, they didn't see some of the success stories in hip hop, and maybe didn't look at it as a vehicle to make a living. But nowadays that can't be denied. That's number one. Number two is, I think when people see you putting 110% effort into something, even if they don't necessarily agree, they start to respect that work. Because everybody can respect work, hard work, dedication, focus, And as they see you're not going anywhere,
Right.
you're putting the necessary work in, there's result coming back.
Right.
You know, they have to start to accept it, man. And it is what it is. Let me ask you this. From where you've been, being involved X amount of time, knowing where we've been, where we are today, where do you see the business opportunities in the future?
For us,
in the music, no, for us, for, you know, coming off the pavement, creating content, music, video, where do you see the opportunities for us to turn over a coin, make some money, and continue to do this as, you know, in let's say 3-5 years, where's the money at?
The money is on the internet, and the money is on mobile apps,
Okay.
and it's media, and it's really all around internet, because you could drop a song, or I could drop a song today, and we could have it mastered by tomorrow, and we could have it blasted the next day after that, where
Right.
someone in Japan would hear it.
Right.
So they could hear it faster than having a physical CD in their hand.
Right.
So I could do a song in 3 days and have it across the continent, across the globe already.
Right.
In days. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Once it's online, it's online. So, you know, it's a bigger market. It's bigger than what it was.
Mhm.
The fact that I could actually sit in my living room, or the young or the teenager or whatever can sit in his living room,
Right.
make a beat, spit
Right.
over it,
Right.
post it online, and someone in China or Australia could see it. You see what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
It's big.
It's crazy.
Because it's a global scale, so the money's on the internet. Because it's the downloads, the mobile apps, and you know, things like that.
Okay.
Everything's on the go. So
What you think?
Merchandising. I think it's going to be all in merchandising and
Yeah.
just a lot of other things that's going to be incorporated with music. And
Right,
I think
right.
that's what's going to start to happen. Is that people are going to become more of a brand as an artist than, you know, in themselves, to be able to sell hats, T-shirts,
Right.
or maybe actually have these things on a car. You never know one day.
Yeah.
You know, they already got their own sneakers, so I think it's going to start if they take it to the right level.
Right.
Every MC, everybody with a famous name could be their own brand of everything.
right.
And I can see
Wow.
that coming for the future.
Wow.
Okay?
Imagine that.
So you might be eating some Kick Boy hamburgers.
Yeah.
Hey.
Change cereal.
Right.
You never
9
know.
flavors in the cereal.
Right.
Wow.
The
That's
sky's not the limit. I'm a
Right.
stargazer right now. So
Imagine that. I mean, but that's a good call.
Right.
As far as, like you said, building up, you know, brand, building up your name, and then using that to get into whatever, you know, X, Y, and Z you want to get into. I like it. Let's talk a little bit about, I'm always curious, let's talk a little bit about social media and your whole marketing scheme. I know, you know what I'm saying, you got numbers on the different platforms. Let's talk about that a little bit. The platforms where people can find you,
Okay.
you know, why you made certain choices to be on those platforms, and how you promote your music, you know, via those portals.
All right, my Twitter, everything's AstronomyEnt, AstronomyEnt.com and all that. Everything. Every time you Google AstronomyEnt, that's me. So that's my Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
That's I believe that's my Facebook too. My Facebook is Stargazer,
Mm-hmm.
and basically, like I said, once again, it's all about the internet. It's all about the social media. I can reach people further that's at a distance from me just by sending them a link,
Right.
tweeting a link, by
Right.
Instagram or something. So you just gotta stay active with the people, man. You know, we just be blasting, doing our thing, you know.
And how do you choose content? Because, you know, a lot of people say one of the challenges is the amount of noise on social media. So you have quality artists, quality content providers looking, you know, for some attention on the work, but then you just got everybody and everybody's mom in that same lane trying to do it. So how do you break through the forest? How do you break through the noise?
Right. How do you make a path in the forest? How do you see yourself on the other side where everybody can just see you first? Well, I mean, that's really not easy
Nah.
when it comes to social media. And what you need to do is all the time look major. If you don't always look major, then you'll be bypassed. But if what you got as far as advertising is it looks major, you got video advertisement, you know, you got pictures with it, it has music or something with it, you can't just put up pictures anymore, you know. It has to have a lot more going on in order to attract the person as soon as it comes on. Or you'll just be another picture just like everybody else, or just a few words online. That's what everybody's doing. So, you know, in order to change that, you know, you got people out there doing video, But you have to be more creative. You have to spark that. As soon as that video come on, they're looking. If you can give them that, then that's what you need. You need a moment to take to get them to look.
Okay.
Okay.
Pay attention, y'all getting jewelry right here on the one-on-one show, Live Hip Hop Daily. Pay attention, write that down, man. Kick Boy, Stargazer. Boom, y'all seen them first, man. Y'all seen them first right here on the one-on-one coach. Y'all keep a lookout. Yo, tell everybody where they can find your music online.
Man, you can find me online at www.kickboy.com. You can also find me at indieprojects.com. Click on music. It's the In the Life Music Group page. You find Taz G and all my artists. Reverb Nation at Taz Gambino. You can find me at Reverb Nation at Kickboy.
There it is, there it is.
Oh yeah, we just dropped the album too, the concept. That's on iTunes, you feel me?
Okay.
www.itunes.com/TazGambino. Check us out, you know what I mean? We're doing real major things out here in the city. You can holler at me on iTunes, you know what I'm saying? Just look up Stargazer, Astronomy Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Spell it all out, everything good. My Twitter, AstronomyEnt. My Instagram is thegaze1, the number 1. I'm on iTunes too, like I said, we got tracks on it and everything. I'm on Reverb Nation. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Tumblr, I'm on all of that. I'm on just
throw a dart, man. You'll find it, man. It don't matter,
just
man.
Google AstronomyEnt and I promise you, you'll find me, man.
There it is,
all
man.
day.
There it is, man.
Yes.
Yo, thanks for coming through the show, man. I appreciate it, man. It's been a
thanks for
minute.
having me,
Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna have him on again too, man. Sponsored by Brown Water, doing
Nice.
what we do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Thanks for coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? Look out for that music once again, man. You know, there's no doubt, man. So yo, we're gonna sign off. I'm gonna see you on the next show, Live Hip Hop Daily, one-on-one with the coach. Out.
No, I'm not boring. I do this shit when I'm touring. Sipping on lean got me snoring. And when I run out, see me pouring, yeah. Whipping the foreign. Don't give a fuck where I'm going. Like I said, man, I'm just touring. Fuck the speed limit, I'm flooring it. No, I'm not boring. I do this shit when I'm touring. Sipping on lean got me snoring. And when I run out, see me pouring, yeah. Whipping the foreign. Don't give a fuck where I'm going. Like I said, man, I'm just touring. Fuck the speed limit, I'm flooring it.